Weaponizing Inauguration Day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Denice Show. So the Democrats decided that we needed to have 25,000 troops in Washington, D.C., more than we have in Afghanistan and Iraq combined. And so with these 25,000 National Guard troops, we understand that the Department of Justice and the FBI have decided to vet each and every one of these individuals that have dedicated their life to serving in the National Guard. Why are they being vetted? Because it's been determined by Democrats that they are overwhelmingly white and Trump supporters. Let's listen to a Democrat from the state of Tennessee, Steve Cohen. Let's hear what he has.
Is 90 some odd percent, I believe, male. Only about 20% of white males voted for Biden. They're probably not more than 25% of the people that are there protecting us who voted for Biden. The other 75% are in the class that would be the large class of folks who might want to do something. So it does concern.
So let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen. Important institutions are being undermined by the Democrats, and the Biden administration doesn't start until tomorrow. I want you to think about this. This is very important because in 2 years, we have another election. Think about the fact that Camden, New Jersey, the murder capital of the United States, has defunded its police department. I'd like you to consider that in a report I read in August of 2020, last year, over 13 cities had already defunded police departments. The police or law enforcement have a responsibility to enforce the rule of law or to enforce law and order in our society across the nation. Now, not only did Democrats, including the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and the person who will now be the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, these people greenlighted domestic terrorism. These people in Congress, Democrats, greenlighted anarchists. People that went people across the nation, various cities, were burning, looting, and committing acts of murder against police who are there to help protect the public. And I think it's incredible, and I want you to underscore this with your friends and family that are Democrats. Think about what this means to society, that Democrats are now suggesting that they need to delegitimize, after delegitimizing the police and President Trump for 4 years, now they need to delegitimize the United States military by suggesting that National Guard troops who have come from all 50 states, we have National Guard troops from 50 states in our nation's capital, and they wanted the Department of Justice and FBI to vet each and every one of them, to do a background check on each and every one of them to make sure that despite the fact that they're white, right, playing the race card, which I think is racist in and of itself, playing the race card because the majority of them are white and because they're Trump voters or Trump supporters, which is, of course, completely understandable when you think about the fact that President Trump has done more to rebuild the United States military, gave a pay increase, a salary increase to soldiers, as well as helped America's veterans by giving them medical choice. They don't have to go to a VA. There are so many things this president has done to just help the United States military. It's understandable that these National Guard troops, these men and women in the National Guard, would want to vote for President Trump for a second term in 2020. But we've got to characterize them as being possible suspects in a plot to somehow ruin Inauguration Day and somehow possibly attack President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, that somehow we need to cast a shadow on the work of United States National Guard who signed up to protect the lives of American citizens. It is fundamentally flawed direction that the Democrats are taking the United States in the 21st century. And if we want to change this, we're going to have to vote for Republicans and independents. I don't care, as long as they're moving forward the Trump agenda, because President Trump was a populist president who put Americans first by putting America first. You know, yesterday we celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And the president, I put up on Facebook yesterday, the proclamation that the president of the United States wrote. It was really inspiring. And I would like all of you to remember that under President Trump, that more Black American women had jobs than any other time in America's history. President Trump, it was under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. Because President Trump wanted to provide the American people, the middle class, as well as corporate America, a tax cut, because by providing corporate America a tax cut, that always means that more people are going to be hired, that corporate America can expand their companies, but also providing a tax cut to the middle class, that Black American unemployment was the lowest it's ever been in America's history. That's significant. The president invested, I believe it was $75 billion in distressed neighborhoods. We know what distressed neighborhoods look like. We've been to very poor neighborhoods. He invested billions of dollars into Black American neighborhoods called opportunity zones to bring in investment so that individuals in these neighborhoods would have a hand up, so that businesses would come in and provide jobs. The president gave a tremendous amount of money to historically Black colleges and universities. He provided or reauthorized $85 million in funding for them, and through the Future Act, allocated $930 million in higher education emergency relief. President Trump did more to help Black Americans than Obama-Biden administration ever did during 8 long years. Compare 4 years of President Trump to 8 years of the Obama-Biden administration. It's something for Black Americans to celebrate. It's up to you to get this information out to Black Americans that may have voted for Biden, because they're going to see going forward, President Biden, because he said he was going to absolutely end the tax cuts that President Trump provided. So when Biden destroys all the tax cuts that President Trump signed into law by Republicans in Congress, you're going to see the employment rate among Black Americans, as well as white Americans and Asian Americans and Hispanic Americans. You're going to see the unemployment rates go up again. So I think it's important that we understand that the Democrats, while they will work towards destroying the economy once more, that they're delegitimizing the police, and now they're delegitimizing the military. Why? Because they're tearing apart the United States, institution by institution, value by value. So let's get ready to throw them out of office in 2020. Thank you for listening. Let's go to our commercial.
I want to tell you about a place I love to go, Frugatti's Italian Restaurant. Very few locations here provide seating outside in front of a fabulous water fountain with an atmosphere that is reminiscent to me of eating outdoors in Venice. This is real Italian food by real Italians. And what makes it even more so is owner Ralph Frugoletti, who nearly a quarter century ago brought a wood fire oven from Milan, Italy to make, like his mother, fresh homemade bread and pizza. Moreover, Frugatti's restaurant offers you not only the very best in Southern Italian cooking, even importing the finest ingredients for authentic Italian food, including a fitness menu. After all, Ralph has represented the United States and Italy, competing in the Master Championship Games. He knows all the right food for good fitness, so check out the menu. After today's broadcast, run over to Frugatti's Italian Restaurant and Catering at 600 Coffee Road here in Bakersfield. And after a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday service, stop into Frugatti's for a great lunch. And for dinner, there is live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll see you there, and tell Mr. Ralph Frugoletti that Denice sent you. Salute. Buon appetito.
President Trump has correctly stated that economic security is national security. And in the Tehachapi Mountains of Kern County resides a United States defense contractor, Denice Products. Here is the Silicon Valley of the aerospace industry, right here in East Kern. Denice Products is a forward-leaning manufacturer and distributor of hardware sold to major defense and aerospace companies. We're talking about Boeing, Lockheed Martin, United Technologies, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon General Electric, and on the list goes, as well as to every United States ally worldwide, including Israel, America's most important strategic ally in the Middle East. And for everything that flies, Denice Products is providing the parts. And with me today is the president of Denice Products, Scott Baker. Hi, Scott.
How you doing?
You believe this corner of Kern County is the hub of the aerospace industry.
Well, this portion of Southern California here out in the Antelope Valley, it contains, some of the most cutting edge technology going on in aviation today. We have some of the UCAS programs with unmanned technologies going on. We have Edwards Air Force Base out here who's doing continual testing in their area. We have the Naval Weapons Station up there at China Lake doing some fantastic cutting edge stuff, cruise missile technology, and those things are going on. We have Scale Composites locally doing a lot of composite technology, which is new. We have SpaceX, which is a private entity putting things into space now. This area is the growth center for aviation's future, and this is the area I think that as a nation we need to be concentrating some of our effort and taking this technology. And as we all know, with the space program from Apollo years ago, out of these technologies, we the private sector are going to reap some of the benefits of that.
Thank you, Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Baker, president of Denice Products. Denice Products, located in the beautiful mountains of Tehachapi, California, in eastern Kern County, is home to some of the most innovative and specialized technologies in the world, including those at the U.S. Naval Air Warfare Center, Weapons Division at China Lake, Edwards Air Force Base, as well as Stratolaunch, launching satellites capable of delivering multiple orbits in a single flight to space. And it is Denice Products that has provided the manufactured devices, and the president, Scott Baker of Denice Products, Marine Corps veteran, reactivated on 9/11 to monitor threats to the homeland, is carrying on a tradition of providing for the security of the United States by manufacturing every kind of fastener on anything that flies, as well as providing a full testing destructive laboratory. Contact Denice Products, now in business for 30 years, at 661-822-6873. Located at 1314 Goodrich Drive in Tehachapi for your manufacturing and testing needs today.